Hi guys, hello, good morning. Welcome to the Gezelle Talk Show. I'm your host, Gezelle Nicole. Thank you guys for joining me today. So I was actually doing my podcast as I always do, as well as doing a live on Facebook, but unfortunately, not sure why, but my Wi-Fi is like going up and down. It's a little messing up, so it's not going as planned. So I had to stop the podcast, which I am upset about because I have solid listeners, that comes on there. They're dedicated, and every day they check out what I have going on, and I hate to let them down and don't deliver any material for them. But we're going to make this a YouTube video, and we're going to put this up on YouTube, so you'll be able to view it there. I wanted to come to you today to really speak about the ignorance that's surrounding the hip hop and rap industry at this moment. And it's something that's always been a black shadow over hip hop, and that's homophobia. Yesterday, rapper 42 Dugg went viral because he put out a video of him and his son. In the video, which you can view on our YouTube channel, we do have it uploaded. You can see him interacting with his son, and he kisses him on the neck and he licks his neck, so on and so forth. It was quite disturbing to me because I felt like it was very inappropriate for any parent to interact with their child that way. I felt like it was very inappropriate, and it just didn't look good. It didn't look right. So he chose to respond yesterday about that situation. And I was a bit moved. I was a bit moved by what he said, because I would have figured he would have come back and said, I do apologize, and I'm sorry that things are being taken out of context as it is, so on and so forth, being a public figure. But a lot of these guys, they don't really care about the titles that come along with their position. They don't care about the role that they play with their position. At the end of the day, they care about their check. And that's where a lot of problems start to take play. Okay? I'm looking for the statement now that 42 Dugg has said that he sent. I don't see it. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. But in the statement that he put out, one of them, he said, it's never his intent to disrespect anybody, so on and so forth. In the one before that, he said, you punk ass niggas always turning some shit gay, blah, blah, blah. I put a video out there with me and my son, and y'all, faggot asses, blah, blah, blah. Use all of these derogatory words and everything. And he was like, fuck you, you punks, or you faggots, or whatever, suck my dick, blah, blah, blah. All of this very insensitive, inappropriate stuff that he added on top of it. To me, when I read it, I felt I was viewing a very sheltered, homophobic, illiterate kid that's possibly gay himself, but trying to fit into a world of acceptance. That's what I picked up off of it. He was very direct with what he was saying and speaking to one certain class of people, which was the LGBT community. Now, what bothers me is that every time something takes place and anybody in the LGBT community speaks on it, you guys feel like, boom, that's a green light for us to go directly at them and fault them and blame them, which is us. And that's not the case. Sweetheart, we're only addressing what we see, okay? We weren't the only class of people that spoke on the subject matter and felt like it was indecent and it was inappropriate and it was something that shouldn't have been done to a child. Okay, I didn't go as far as tagging Child Protective Services as I wanted to because I'm a parent myself. So I know things can get misled and misread. But at the same time, what I was expecting from another parent was for them to come back and address the issue and apologize about it. Not try to hold someone, not so much as if holding anyone accountable for anything or, but just being present and crying. I had to go and get her. I thought she had done got out of her bed again. But here, you could play with this. But as a parent myself, I really was expecting for him to come back and speak on the matter and really explain it, and not so much of explain it because that's your child. You don't have to explain your actions to anybody. You don't owe anything to anyone. But I just feel like, being a public figure, being a rapper, having a fan base, you would want to make them happy. You know what I'm saying? You want to keep them at a place where, you can still be able to depend on them, as your fans. But I can't honestly say that I was a fan of your music because I don't really know nothing but a couple of features that you are on. Yeah, I don't know too much of his music, but I just felt like that video was very disturbing and it was very inappropriate, so I needed to share it for other people to see it. I don't know how the child's mother feels about it, but I know me, I would have been very, very taken back and a little bit upset. My whole thing was, it wasn't just the kissing on the child because we all kiss our children. It was the sucking the neck, the kissing the neck, and then licking the neck. And in the intent of how you did it was just the way someone interacts with their lover, with their spouse, not interact with their child. So that's why it was just very much so, upsetting for me and inappropriate in my book. But the things that he responded and said was just so classless, so tasteless. He seemed like he was very upset and aggravated. And then he came back and tried to clean it up. But you were still angry and upset, so you're still blaming other people and then saying, this is how me and my child, I interact and play with my kid, blah, blah, blah. I don't think that's a good thing to say because that's the problem. It's the way that you're interacting and playing with your kid that we have a problem with. I'm sorry. I mean, you may feel like y'all need to get the fuck up out my business. This don't concern y'all. And he said to the extent like, oh, he's not posting his kid anymore. He's not posting his personal life anymore. Blah, blah, blah. Well, listen, Cabbage Patch Kid. We don't really care about what you have going on in your personal life and everything. But what we do care about is the well-being of that child. That child seemed very uncomfortable in that situation and did not like what you were doing. They laughed and smirked because you're their parent. So they're taking it as, okay, you're playing with me, but stop. I'm just, the homophobia that's surrounding the whole hip hop industry, especially right now, because we have so many gays that's in the industry that's closeted, that the minute someone mentions something about the LGBT mentions something about hip hop, these closeted homophobes are, they ready, guns blazing, ready to speak. And it's like, you don't even, like, really, Lil Boosie, shut the fuck up and class yourself. Get yourself back to where you need to be in this industry. I'm like, there's a concert that's going on with Rick Ross, 2 Chainz, who else on there? Jeezy, Gucci, everybody, Big Show, Lil Kim. And then they said, and I was ready. I was on the website ready to buy my tickets. I'm like, ooh, yes. Especially the Queen on there. Queen B, I'm here for it. Bitch, they said Lil Boosie. Lil Boosie, I hit the Soulja Boy. Lil Boosie. Lil Boosie. Man, if he don't go sit his old diabetic ass down some motherfucking way, ain't nobody checking for you, nigga. Like, please, we ain't. 2 bad bitches ain't kissing in the back seat no more. Like, going on with all you want to be talking about our women in the LGBT industry, in the community, but want to try to shun and shame the guys. Fuck you. Like, real talk. Fuck you, nigga. With your whack ass. Whack ass. Like, this nigga came out and spoke after the baby whole thing took place with the baby and all of that. Wow. He gonna come out and speak and say, everybody ain't with that shit. Everybody don't want their nephew sucking dick. Nigga, why do you always got to relate, like, always got to bring things back to a child? You know what I'm saying? Like, got to put it in the emphasis of a child. Why? Like, stop that type of shit. It's so ignorant. It's so ignorant, and it's sad. Yeah, baby. It's ignorant, it's sad, and it's late. You know what I'm saying? To be doing that type of shit. But I only wanted to come here today to really speak on this whole thing with 42 Dugg, because it's something that's bothering me, and I'm just praying for the safety of that child and hoping that that child is really in good hands. You know what I'm saying? In good hands. Have y'all ever seen 42 Dugg? If you haven't, Google him. Google his images. Google his images, old Cabbage Patch looking ass nigga. They talking about some of his legs look like a Cabbage Patch. No, he looks like a Cabbage Patch doll. The black chocolate Cabbage Patch boy dolls. Yep, he looks just like them. But anyhow, did you guys hear that Lady Gaga will be starring in the House of Gucci, which is a movie about Gucci? Yes. And I thought that was like, what? Major. I thought that was major, darling. Major. I'm like, whoa. Yeah. So it's supposed to come out, let me see here. Let me see. I think it's this month that it comes out, House of Gucci. I know it's this year. Let's see here. Yes, it's Lady Gaga, Adam Driver, Selma Hayek, Al Pacino. Oh, that's gonna be super, super good. Say the crime film stars Lady Gaga as Patrizia Reggiani, the former wife of Maurizio Gucci. Let's see here. Okay. The Gucci fashion house in the who was the head of the Gucci fashion house in the 80s. Reggiana was convicted in 1998 for ordering her former husband's murder. Gucci was shot dead in 1995 outside his office in Milan. The pair had split in 1985. The plot of the film is based on what led up to the trial of Reggiana, who was convicted and imprisoned for 18 years for orchestrating the assassination of Gucci. The film also stars Jared Leto, Al Pacino, as I said, and Selma Hayek. I can't wait to see this because I know it's going to be super, super good. Y'all got to excuse me. I'm really trying to multitask to get you guys some up and current stuff, as well as mother my child. And she's being a bit, antsy. She just got up, so I'm here for it. I'm so ready to see Gaga as Gucci. I'm ready to see it. I'm just ready for it. Lady Gaga has a crisp, flawless accent, total in control of her character, and she doesn't lose that charm and mystery as an actress. The reason why she became the darling of the award season during A Star Is Born. House of Gucci is guaranteed to get her a nod. I'm hoping it does. I'm hoping it does. I'm here for it. I love Gaga. I love Gaga in everything she does. Definitely. But look, get the remote. Yeah. But it's amazing. I can't wait for it. I do believe it comes out later this year. I want to say I really don't see what they're saying when it's coming out. Oh, in theaters November 24th. So yeah, 11/24 that comes out. Simone Biles is headed back to the Olympics. Now let me speak on this. Okay. From my understanding, Simone Biles bowed out of the Olympics because of her mental health. She wanted to focus on her mental health and make sure that she's good, which is understandable. But now she's coming back. So I'm trying to figure out, I'm lost. I'm really lost on why she would be coming back after she left, saying due to, mental health, and let the other girls do their thing. And now you're coming back. I felt like what Funky Geneva said, you got your bag, you got your trip, and you was out of there. Peace. Rest together. And that's what you did. You got your check, you got that bag, and you dipped. Was up out of that bitch. But hey, to each is their own, If you will, you like it, I love it. To each is their own. Child, so I was on the internet just strolling through social media and happened to run across, I follow Cassidy Larceny. It's my nigga. I've liked Cassidy since his heydays with Full Circle and Swiss Beats. but he's kind of fell off, and he's a lyricist. But that's saying what they say, it doesn't matter about who's the most lyrical in the game. It's just about who has the most hustle and drive. Cassidy proved that. Cassidy proved that because he is the most lyrical in the game that can go toe-to-toe and neck with some of the greats like Jay-Z. But I don't think you have the hustle in you as much, and that's why you are not as successful. But I can say that, you know, with him taking that loss when he had to face that murder charge, and he didn't even murder the guy, but he beat it and was able to come back from it, but he wasn't able to bring his career back from that. And he's still struggling trying to get that done. And now he's going at Tory Lanez because he said Tory Lanez is stealing his flow, his lyrics per se. I listened to the track, and this is from his new, from Tory Lanez's new album that he has out. It's a couple of the songs, the newest one that he got a video for, where he's breaking stuff down, like he's saying something about the 25, something, and 25, and all this stuff here, totally took from Cassidy. And then it was a couple other ones where he spoke on totally bars where he spit totally took from Cassidy. I mean, the entire flow is Cassidy's. The entire flow is Cassidy's. I mean, he might have changed the word here and there, but the point of what you're saying and even the delivery that you're doing it in is Cassidy's. So I understand his frustration, but there's a certain type of way that you set that up to handle a nigga like that. You definitely don't want to give them the feeling like, oh, I got him mad. Oh, he's trying to use me for clickbait. Any of that stuff. And I feel like that's what's going on with Cassidy. He's doing a lot because he sees Tory Lanez is winning. He's, he's good at what he does. He's very successful right now in his music. So I feel like Cassidy is using that as a crutch, and he's using that to go at Tory Lanez, and it's just like, it's not a good look. It's just not a good look. Like, make another hit. Speak with success. Show a motherfucker how you can kill him with success. Don't just try to, I'm gonna make a diss record about you and diss you. That's so 1998. Like, come on, let's try something new. Like, let's make some hits together. Why not reach out to him and be like, hey, I see you really like my style or flow or my lyrics or whatever, but let's work together. That would have been a better look for him than to just try to do this whole beef thing, because that's so old, that's so played out. Ain't nobody beefing these days. Like, that's old shit. We trying to come together and get this bag together. Okay? Trying to get this bread together. Coincide this shit. Make it work. You know? But listen, guys, I really wanted to do a whole full hour show for y'all today. But unfortunately, my baby has gotten up and she wants my attention. She's ready for her oatmeal. So I'm going to go in here and fix her some oatmeal and get my day started with her. I want to thank you guys so much. Thank you for even clicking and viewing the video. Please share. Hit the share it to your social media. Make sure you're following us on all of these sites here that you see above me. Spotify is where our podcast is. If you want to just stream all 27 or 28 episodes, you can go to Spotify. Instagram, make sure you follow us at Instagram, the Gezelle Talk Show, as well as Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you guys for joining me. Love you guys. You're the absolute best. Setting something up. I'm working on some stuff for us so we can do a little get-together gathering where we can all be in the midst of each other. Make sure you Make sure you subscribe. Click and subscribe. And share the video. Thank you guys. Love you guys. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great day and a happy